Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Pross if it's your first time to be here, and if you've been here before, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate your support. And today's video, guys, we are going to talk about the adjustment of status. I've been getting so many questions from you guys, people asking, okay, what happens after you entering into the United States? What happened? You got married, what's happening now? What next? So if you're out there and you're wondering what happens after you come to the United States on your K1 visa, after that whole thing of going through the visa and you're finally here, what happens? So that's what we are going to talk about today. I came here on a K1 visa. I met my husband, by then was a fiance even. So I came here and then we got married. So we all know, if you've been here before, and what should I do after getting married? What happens? Does everything end there? And how are things after getting married? So we are going to talk about that today. And I'm very sure there is someone out there, someone who wants to know. This is a process I'm still in also, but for this one, guys, I'll be letting you know how things will be. I'll be giving you all the updates, So when it comes to adjustment of status, it is another thing that you're supposed to do when you come in United States. As long as you come here on a K1 visa, it only applies for those who come on K1 visa. There are so many visas, we all know. USA has so many visas. People come here on different visas, and visas have never even, So, but if you came here on a K1 visa, this is for you. You're not going to stay on that status you came. So that's why you apply for this. So remember, you came here 3 months ago, and a K1 visa is a 90 days fiance visa. So it takes you 3 months, which are 90 days. So after those 90 days, you can exit the country or you can stay in the country and get married. So the only reason why you're in the United States right now is because you're married. If you're not married and then your K1 visa expired, then you're here illegally. So that's what it means. So if you came on a K1 visa and you're married, adjustment of status is the first thing for you to do. If you came here on a K1 visa and then you didn't get married and then you're still here, then there is something wrong. So because of that, you have to change your status, because now you don't belong anywhere. You're only married and you don't have any visa your own, and you're not even a resident, and you don't have a green card. You don't have, so that's why this whole thing of doing adjustment of status now comes in, for you to start the whole process, get your green card, and then become a resident, and then start doing the normal things that are people doing, in a legal way. So that's why you have to do this. So the first thing you have to do is, after you getting married, you have to apply for the adjustment of status. I know someone will ask herself or himself, how long does it take for me to apply for the adjustment of status after us getting married? As long as you're married, you have it's okay for you to apply for the adjustment of status anytime, So the thing is, remember, you moved from your country, wherever you came from, and you're finally here. You came on a K1 visa, but you're not going to be on a K1 visa for the rest of your life. So you have to change your status now. You're already married. Before you were just fiancé. So now you're married. This is your second step for you to stay in the United States after you getting married. So you have to apply for the adjustment of status, which is Form I-485. And also, this will help you get your green card, it will help you get your green card, and also for you to adjust from being a non-immigrant on a K1 visa, someone who came on a K1 visa, to you being a permanent resident of United States. So that is what this whole thing of adjustment of status, we hear status, from this status to another status. But we all know, these things, they don't happen in 1 month, 2 months. They don't happen, I know when you first come here, it's all I'm still going through the same thing, guys. I'm going through the same thing of waiting for everything to be adjusted, let me say that. So this takes 3 to 8 months. It depends on the workload, I think, how much work or how many people, you know, like these days so many people are applying for these things. So it can even go from 3 to 8 months, or even more than that, you know, from 8 months to even more than that. So it's not guaranteed that in 3 months or 7 months or 5 months everything will be done. No, it can even go beyond like 8 months. But we just have to be patient. You know, we've been patient before. I think we can still be patient as long as we are here now. So this status is all about you changing your status. Of course, you getting your green card, you are changing from being a non-immigrant to being a permanent resident of a US, and also you being able to work and then start like your driving, and then, you know, be able to leave the country like anytime you want. Because like right now, if we just came here and we are not even a year here, and we are not even like, we've not changed our status, we cannot leave the country yet. Like, you cannot go outside the US. You can go to different states, but you leaving and then coming in, like, you don't have any status. I mean, you came in on a K1 visa, which expired 3 months ago. So right now you don't have any status, and that's why you're not working yet. That's why you're not leaving the country yet until you get like real papers that are legit, that allow you to go outside the country and then come in. You know, that's why you need to adjust, like to do the whole process of adjustment of status, which is AOS. Some people call it that. So yeah, also for you to be eligible to be like, I mean, to apply for the adjustment of status, you must be in United States first of all. You cannot apply for adjustment of status when you're not here. So that means you joined your partner, even if you, like, I mean, you left your country, came here, got married. So this whole thing, that's how it works. You are married now, and that is the time for you to apply for the adjustment of status. So you cannot apply when you're not in United States. Another thing is to be here legally. I mean, you cannot be here illegally and then start applying for the, like, for the adjustment of status. You must have entered the country like in a legal way, like you enter the country following the whole procedure of you coming. So that means you being here legally, you can apply for that. Also, your petition must have been approved for you to qualify, meaning by the time you came here, your petition of course was approved and you came in legally and you're doing okay. That's why you're able to apply for this. So if you're not here like in a legal way, you didn't come in a proper way, so that means you're not qualified to apply for this adjustment of status. So you cannot drive, of course, because like I said, I think I talked about this some time back. Like, okay, it's like here driving is a must. I'll say a must. You must know how to drive, because I've been moving around with my husband, but I haven't really seen people walking around, like people doing, you know, just moving around. That means going to different places here, everything involves you knowing how to drive. I personally haven't started driving because I'm still in this whole process of like waiting for my case to be approved. But yeah, so you have to start driving, and then you getting also you being able to work, because if you start working right now, that means you're working illegally. You're not like supposed to be working, because you're not like, you don't have papers for that. I mean, so yeah, that's what it means. I was asked by someone like, what do I need? Like, she was talking about the requirements she will need when she comes here, about like for her to apply for the adjustment of status. So like she was asking which requirements do I need. And I didn't have so many like different things that were asked during this whole thing. I only had my passport. Yeah, I only had my passport, and then if you have your birth certificate, of course. So what I told her is that everything you've used during the K1 visa, that whole envelope you're having, those papers, like don't leave anything, just come with the whole thing, because even when you reach here, the immigration in United States, you're going to show those things there. So don't leave those things you've used in your country. Come with them, because they are going to be needed still in this whole process. So come with your passport, of course, which is a must. Don't leave your police letters, don't leave your birth certificates. So I'm very sure these things are still needed. We are not done with this, so don't leave those things. And for us, like you all know, guys, I told you I think some time back, for us it's the lawyer. We used a lawyer to help us with this whole process. And when we were applying, she asked us about that envelope. I mean, you remember that CD they gave us when we went for our vaccination? And when we went for that, we came with it. I entered with it in United States. Then we gave it to the immigration. The immigration gives it back to you. They didn't stay with it. Like me, they didn't keep it. I came with it. So we had to email the USCIS that CD, because we didn't open it. You know, we are not supposed to open it. Plus, when I got it, I don't know if I'm the only person, but when I got it, the doctor told me, you're not supposed to get pregnant in those 3 months of, like, after 3 months of you getting the vaccines. I don't know if this only happened to me, but that's what the doctor told me. So I came with that, and yeah, I came with it home even, so they didn't take it from me. So we had to email it now during this process. Yes, I think it works during the adjustment of status. So we gave that plus. So also the lawyer, when we are filing these things, because you have to go on the website and then do these things. So the lawyer asked us about this thing. I mean, it was when we were applying for this, and it was after our wedding. So she asked me about just a few things, like which airport did I land, which airport did I come first when I entered the US, so which was Houston. And she asked us about that CD and what else. Let me see. I have everything here. So she also asked us about my height, and then if I've ever received any taxes or any benefits, of which I've never received any of that. So she also asked us about my level of education, of which these things, some of them we had already applied, like we had already put them somewhere during the whole process. So she was just asking about those. And yeah, that's all she got from us. So, and recently, I don't know how other people do it, people who do it themselves. I don't know how they go about it, but I'm very sure I just go on the website and do these things. But for us, it's the lawyer who applied for our visa, the whole thing. So she is the one still who did this adjustment of status. So yeah, recently in our mail, we got some things, and I just wanted you guys to see how things are going. So here is one of the things. I will not read for you everything here, but they say we have received your form and we are currently processing your case. So my case is still in process, so they haven't really finished. Like we said, of course, the months are not few, so we just have to be patient with that. Another mail was saying, welcome to USCIS, which is this this organization that helps with everything concerning like citizenship. So they said, thank you so much, thank you for your recent submission, meaning they received our case, and we have created a USCIS online account for you. So with your account, you can check your status, case, how far your status has gone if you go into that account that they have created for you. So you can know you can know how far your case has gone. So it's still in that account they have created for you. You can sign up to receive emails and notifications and messages. I mean, notifications and messages, stuff like that. Or you can also manage your account preferences and contact information. So they open this account for you to know everything. So I have to go in there and then do everything. They give you also instructions down here for you, I mean, to show you how to access like everything. So I have to do that. And yeah, what else? So this is another thing I wanted to say. This is a request for evidence form 1485. So it's this one, and it says we are waiting. I mean, we are writing you, me. So it's like they viewed my case, and then they found something missing, you know. So like I said, we gave those things already out, and you know, they have to go through everything. So like us people who have been there, at least we know like these things how they work. So there is a lot of viewing, there is a lot of this, there is a lot of that. So I think they went through and they saw like they are missing my birth certificate. So we didn't mail that last time. We only mailed that CD that we got for medical. So here they replied us and they are saying we haven't, like they haven't received the birth certificate. So it's the one they want, and we are going to mail it to them so that they can go through everything. And they are saying if they go through everything, then they will get back to us and we will be able to know. So that's how this whole thing is now. And yeah, so when your case is approved, I think things like become like easier for you. So I'm waiting to hear from them and see how things will go. So one thing I want to say is that when you're mailing your things to the people responsible for everything, just be careful with the phone numbers and everything, you know, just be careful with that so that you don't wait in vain. Like you can wait for some time, for months, and then things go to another address, you know. So just have to be careful on, so that they can know that you're giving the right address for you, so that you can actually receive your things in like the right way. So what they said here is that after me, there is one of the forms here that we are supposed to, actually it's this form, we are supposed to send it back with my birth certificate. That's what it says here. Please include a copy of all pages of this letter with your response. So this one is their response. I mean, this is what they mailed us, and they are telling us to give the birth certificate. So we had not given it to them, and we are supposed to put everything with this one. So this one will have to go back to them. I mean, I think we shall have to make a copy of this so that we can also remain with this. I don't know. This is a request for evidence form 485. It is a request. Yeah. So that's how far we have gone, and I'll be letting you know, guys. I'll let you know how this whole thing will be. So I don't want to say things that I haven't really gone through. So I'm just talking about things I've experienced so far, and this is how far I have gone. So I'm very sure when everything goes, when everything goes through, I'll come back here and give you more details about how things will be. Other steps I haven't gone because I don't know, like they said, we will hear from, like us, we will hear from them again after they go through my birth certificate. So that's the thing. At least now we know what documents, you who is watching me right now, we know the things you're supposed to mail. If you're mailing that CD, remember that CD they gave us, I think it's better for you to mail your birth certificate with them. So for us, we didn't mail it. So I'm here to be your example. I'm here to do those things so that you, my family on YouTube, so that you cannot, like, so that you can do right, you know. So I didn't mail my my birth certificate, but for you, you've seen now. I think it's a good thing to mail it when you're mailing the CD. So yeah, like they didn't really ask me so many things to, like, the lawyer didn't ask us so many things to send. So it was only my passport. I mean, when you come on a K1 visa, I think your passport is the only thing you have right now. Your passport is your identity. So don't lose your passport. Even when you enter the country, make sure your passport is always with you, because it's the only thing that really talks about you. Without your passport, as long as you're still on a K1 visa or anything, not even on a K1 visa, your passport is you. You are your passport. So it's so important for you to have your passport with you. So I just have to go and log into this account they gave me, they made for me. They make it actually for you, and it says here, log on and confirm your account within 90 days. So that is a rule, within 90 days. So you have to log in within 90 days of you being given this. And here they are giving you, visit us online, blah blah. Got 3 mails so far, and I'll show you guys how other things will go. So that is it for today. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you're out there, I know someone, I just know there is someone who wanted to know more about that. There is someone who wanted to know how these things are. So that's where I am right now. I'm also still waiting, and I know things are gonna be okay. I know things are gonna be in our favor. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any question, you can put it in a comment section. I'll be reading them through, and then I'll reply accordingly. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. May God bless all of you. Take care. Bye.